Dahlia, why are you drinking already? We haven't even had dinner yet. Are you sure you should be drinking right now? Mr. and Mrs. Smith will be shocked if they walk in and see you drinking before dinner. Maybe you should put it down and wait until after dinner.
Don't worry. They already know. I usually have a glass of wine before I eat meals.
They already know? And they're okay with you drinking like that?
Yeah. You probably just haven't seen me drink before my meals yet since you just married into the family. There are still things you don't know yet, and you probably won't be used to how I act. I used to be a really active person back in the day before I got depressed. It's kind of like when you see the downfall of a super successful celebrity. It's kind of sad, isn't it? But anyways, when I started staying at home to take care of our child, I've just been stuck at home. Staying at home all day with nothing to do other than house chores and taking care of a child really took a toll on my mental health. So we ended up developing depression.
Oh, depression? That sounds bad.
I have an official diagnosis from my therapist. I can show you my diagnosis and prescriptions if you don't believe me. I have to take medication every day to feel better. If I forget to take the medication, then my mood gets really bad.
No, it's fine. You don't have to show me that. I have some friends who are also on medication for their mental illnesses too, so I understand how bad it is. But if all of this is because of depression, then doesn't that mean that you should drink less? I thought that alcohol makes depression worse.
Well, I need alcohol to help me deal with my depression. It helps me get through the day. It's my only getaway from my normal life right now. It helps me forget all the things I have to deal with on a daily basis. It helps me keep my life fun and interesting since I don't really get to have fun anymore. It reminds me of back when I was a college student and would go drinking with my friends. Although I usually drink alone now unless my husband happens to be free to drink. If I didn't drink, I think I'd probably have lost my mind by now, honestly. I feel like all the mumbo-jumbo about alcohol being bad for your mental health and making your depression worse is just a bunch of baloney. It's absolutely helped me with mine.
I mean, even so, you're not alone. You still have a kid to take care of and raise. It's not a good thing to be drinking all the time in front of your child. He'll start picking up bad habits from seeing you drink and get drunk all the time. It's also not good for you to constantly be running away from everything by drinking. It sounds like you're relying on alcohol maybe a little too much. If you keep doing this, you might develop an addiction to alcohol that you won't be able to turn back from. I've had some relatives who got addicted to drinking and gambling. It can be really difficult to stop an addiction once it starts.
I don't drink so much that I'll get addicted. I can quit any time that I want. I think that people who can't stop their addiction and let it ruin their lives are weak. When I was working at my company, I drank even more than I do now. Having a few glasses of wine won't hurt anybody. I'm not getting blackout drunk like a college student. I'm not that irresponsible.
Well, that may be the case, but that doesn't mean that it's not making anyone uncomfortable just because no one has said anything to you yet.
Well, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Smith were a little surprised when they first saw me drink before we ate together. But after I told them about my depression and how it helps me feel better, they didn't question me about it any further.
I get that things are hard for you because of your depression, but you should still try to cut down on your drinking. Drinking so much isn't good for both your physical and mental health, even if it helps you forget about things in the moment. Your son isn't even at the age where you can leave him by himself and you're already drinking. How can you still watch over him when you're not sober? It can't be good for him either since you're still breastfeeding him too.
Oh, I don't actually breastfeed him. He would throw up whenever I tried breastfeeding him, so I stopped since his body would reject it every time. I think that he just didn't like the taste of it. So after that kept happening, I started to feed him formula milk. It's a lot better now. I was so worried when he wouldn't be able to keep his food down.
I feel like him not liking it isn't the issue here after what you've told me about your drinking. Your body absorbs everything that you eat, so it'll affect the quality of the milk that your body is producing. How can you continue to take care of him when you're drinking so much every day? Just the smell of alcohol probably isn't good for kids either. It's not something that they should get used to. It's not a good environment for them to be growing up in.
I can see that you really like to nag a lot. You've been nagging about everything that I do this entire time, even though we don't really know each other, nor have you even known me long enough to be able to judge my actions. I don't understand why you're nagging me so much when my own mom doesn't even nag me like this. I'm a grown woman who knows what she's doing and can take care of herself. I don't know how your husband is gonna live when you're just gonna make living with you feel so suffocating with how much you nag.
I'm not even saying anything that's nitpicky. Everything that I'm talking to you about is all serious advice that deals with your and your child's health. I'm saying all of these things because I'm worried about you, Dahlia. We're family now. I don't want you to end up addicted to alcohol and it causing your entire family to suffer. I thought it was fine for me to express my concerns, but do you think I was overstepping with my advice?
I appreciate your concern, but yes, I do feel like you were overstepping with some of the things that you were saying. You're talking to me as if I'm a teenager that doesn't know any better. I know what I'm doing. I'm already taking care of my own child. If you keep beating a dead horse, it's not you expressing concern anymore. It's just you nagging. You don't need to keep harping on the same subject over and over again.
I see. Well, I apologize then. I didn't realize how my advice was coming off.
It's fine, you didn't know. You have the right intentions, but you just need to be a bit more careful on how you go about expressing your concerns. Ugh, staying at home all day and just taking care of Hector all the time just makes me look like I'm super weak.
Huh? What do you mean?
Isn't that what you were trying to tell me? You basically implied it with the way you were nagging me like a mother does with her child. Recently, when I go out and walk around our neighborhood, I run into some people that have known me for a while. Whenever they see me, all they do is just give me their boomer advice and whatever 2 cents they have about my life. Back when I worked for my old company, I used to be someone who couldn't even utter a word when someone struck up a conversation with me. So you can imagine how hard it is for me to deal with those types of situations. But now I'm unemployed. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I probably look so weak to everyone for them to keep nagging me about how I'm living my life.
It's not that you look or are weak. They're just coming from the perspective of people who've already raised their own children. It's because they can relate to what you're doing. They're just looking out for you, that's all. They're giving you advice as people who've already been in your place before.
Why don't you try quitting your job when you get pregnant and give birth? Let me know if you're still going to be able to tell me that everything everyone tells you is from a place of concern. You're out here trying to tell me how to take care of myself and how to raise my child when you don't even have a child of your own. You just don't understand what it's like.
Dahlia, come on. You know that that's not what I meant.
My life is so pitiful, isn't it? Look at how messed up I am. Mentally ill and stuck at home with no fulfillment. You have absolutely no idea how jealous I am that you're able to go to work and not have to take care of the house or a child. You're not stuck like I am. You better enjoy how good you have it right now because you're not going to realize how good you had it until you lose your freedom.
My husband and I work at the same company in the same department. We got close to each other because we saw each other a lot and had to work on a lot of the same projects together. We decided to get married after a year of meeting each other. I never thought that I would have gotten married so quickly after meeting him, but he and his family were such good people that I just knew that he was the one. But I met Dahlia, his sister-in-law, around the time we got married. After we got married, it felt like she would get worse and worse as time went on. She already had her child and was raising her child when he and I got married. Because we'd just gotten married, I went over to his family's house a lot. Likewise, we went to visit my family a lot as well. But whenever we would go to his family's gatherings, Dahlia would just stick to my side immediately. She would dump all of her troubles on me without asking how I was doing or giving curt responses whenever I tried talking about myself. And she would constantly be drinking every time I saw her. Everyone would tell me to not worry about her and her always drinking and complaining about her life. But I could tell that everyone in the family was worried about her becoming an alcoholic. After all, what kind of mother could properly raise her children while constantly drinking? Her drinking doesn't affect just her. It affects her son, her husband, and everyone around her.
Hey, Iris, are you asleep yet? I don't mean to disturb you if you are.
No, is there something that you wanted to talk about?
If you're not planning on sleeping anytime soon, do you want to talk in the living room?
Oh, sure.
I don't want to talk in here since Patrick is asleep. I don't want to wake him up.
Yeah, I'm sure he's already fast asleep. He's just been snoring away for the past 30 minutes. He's probably super tired because he drove us here all the way from visiting my family.
You must be tired too. Are you sure you're not too sleepy?
I'm fine. I wasn't the one driving. It's not as exhausting from the passenger seat.
Even so, being on the road for such a long time would still make you tired, no?
I'm fine. I took a nap in the car since I wasn't the one driving. Is there something that you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, well, I wanted to talk to you about Dahlia.
Oh, yes? What about her?
Well, I'm sure you noticed from the moment you first met her about her condition and how she is.
Yeah. She was telling me a little bit about her depression before.
She used to be really motivated and dedicated. She used to work for a huge semiconductor firm and was paid really well.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that she used to have a really successful career. I can understand why she'd be upset about having to leave all of that behind.
Yes, well, she had a complicated birth when her son was born. She had to stay in the hospital for a while, and even after she got discharged, she still was going back and forth to the hospital for a while. She ended up having to quit her job because of how many sick days she was taking after her maternity leave ended, so she ended up getting depression. It was hard for her to suddenly be forced to stay at home and leave her successful career. It's easy to become depressed if that happens, especially with all of the hormone changes after giving birth.
Yes, that's true. That must be why Dahlia is so upset all the time. I didn't realize that there were some physical complications when she gave birth to her son.
That's why no one in the family really questions her if we see her do something or if she asks for something. We just let her do as she wants and leave her alone. I just think that letting her do what she wants will help alleviate at least some of the stress she's been feeling.
But wouldn't it have been better to stop her drinking habits from the start? I feel like she'll really become an alcoholic if she keeps drinking at this rate.
I think it's still fine. It's not like she's drunk 100% of the time. She's still sober for most of the day. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about how she might say some rude things to you or make you upset. Please just hold back from saying anything to her or addressing anything she says or does that upsets you.
Okay, I will. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for asking you to do something so inconvenient. Just let me know if you're ever feeling upset because of something she did. You can vent or complain about her to me whenever you need to.
Okay, ma'am. My mother-in-law thinks that the reason why Dahlia has depression is because of her marrying into the family. So she keeps apologizing and blaming herself. She keeps blaming herself for creating an environment where someone else's precious daughter feels uncomfortable and upset. In any case, she tried to understand where Dahlia was coming from and not upset her since she knows about what happened to her that caused her to be like this. In turn, Dahlia also tried her best to be respectful and polite to our mother-in-law. Even if she would drink alcohol in front of her, which I still don't really find to be very respectful, but attitude-wise, she's very respectful to her in-laws. I silently watched her and her habits when I came to know something else about her. Someone like Dahlia would only show her true colors to me. She would never complain to other people like she does with me. Sometimes other people in the family would treat me to things or give me things to be nice since I just joined the family. Strangely, I started having a feeling that Dahlia would get really jealous if she saw it happening. Of course, I kept her alcoholic habits in mind and did as my mother-in-law asked me to do. I would ignore it and let it pass. But then a day came where things began to change. Dahlia called me acting really excited, a completely different vibe from how she normally is. Hello, this is Iris.
Hey, it's Dahlia.
Oh, Dahlia, what a surprise. I think this is the first time you've called me. What's up? Is there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, it just feels different to make a phone call. Usually I'm just texting everyone, so actually making a call is a step outside of what I'm used to.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I usually don't directly call anyone anymore either, since we have messaging apps that can make calls now. Anyways, you sound happy. Did something good happen recently?
Oh yeah, something good did happen and I wanted you to be the first to know about it. I just wanted to brag a little about what happened since I know that you'll be happy for me.
Oh, what happened?
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Smith took out a loan and are helping me set up my own bakery.
A bakery?
Yeah! You know, I was a little on the fence about doing it, but I think it was just the depression talking. Before you came along, I was the only daughter-in-law the family had. So I always had the spotlight on me. But since you came along, it just kind of feels like how the oldest sibling feels when they get a new younger sibling, you know? Like, it feels like the family isn't really interested in me anymore. I think my depression got worse because of that without me even realizing why or what was happening.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sorry to hear it. But it's not like our in-laws are just showering me with attention like parents do with babies. I personally feel like you'll always be in their hearts if that makes you feel any better. They care about you a lot, you know?
Oh, really? I guess it's just my mental health talking. You know how it is. The scary thing about depression is that it really makes you question how sincere somebody is being.
Oh, is that so? Well, anyhow, I'm glad that we were able to clear that up.
Yeah, especially because I had no idea that Mr. and Mrs. Smith would go so far as to help me out with taking out a loan for the bakery that I always wanted to open.
Well, like I said, they're always thinking of you. They must care a lot about you for them to go that far to help you open up your own bakery. They just want to see you get back on your feet and succeed. So make sure to cut back on the alcohol and work hard, okay?
Of course! You can't work when you're drunk. Opening up a business isn't easy either, so I'll really have to make sure to pull my weight to make sure that it doesn't fail.
Also, the loan was taken out under their name, right? You're gonna have to repay them for the loan later, right?
Oh, actually, we were already talking about that. They said that if the store does really well, then they won't make me pay any interest. They said I just need to worry about paying off the original balance. It's money that I'm borrowing from them, so of course I have to pay them back. I'm not a leech.
I know that you're not that type of person to run off with the money. I was just worried about them. Their financial situation already isn't super great in the first place.
Of course I know that already. I know that better than you do. I feel a little bad about having them take out a loan for me. Anyway, if you ever have time, you should stop by my bakery after we open. I'll give you something for free.
Sounds good, thanks. I can't wait to see what you sell. I'll stop by to congratulate you for your store opening.
Thank you.
Dahlia spoke about how she needs to work hard to be able to pay back our parents-in-law for taking out a loan in their name to help her open her bakery. And that's when she really showed off her capability and how she was before her depression. I went to congratulate her on her bakery's grand opening day, and her face shone so brightly. But no matter how you look at it, it was an opportunity that she got specifically because she felt jealous of the attention she thought I was getting from her in-laws. She probably asked them for it because she knew that they wouldn't say no to her. And if you think even harder about it, she gets upset with her in-laws over small things, so they're always walking on eggshells around her and giving her what she wants. But Dahlia was able to regain her energy and strength back to how she used to be. So I'm glad that she was able to at least turn her life around. Oh, Dahlia, you're not drinking today?
Drinking? What do you mean?
You said that you always had to have a glass of wine before having meals when you came over to eat at her in-laws.
Oh, well, that was back then. My depression is a lot better than how it was back then. Especially since I can leave my son with Mr. and Mrs. Smith and go to work. It's a lot more freeing now. I forgot how good it feels to be able to do this. I really am someone who loves working. You never really realize how much being able to go to work impacts you until you suddenly have to stay at home all the time.
I'm glad that you're enjoying working at your bakery. Actually, recently I've been seeing your bakery pop up on my social media explore pages.
Word about your bakery is getting around pretty quickly, isn't it? It looks like you're starting to get pretty popular.
Oh, that's because I was posting it everywhere to spread the word when we were opening. I started getting into social media marketing a lot after I gave birth, since there wasn't really much else for me to do besides scroll through social media. I saw what a lot of the successful local businesses were doing and started making my own designs. I have some friends who are social media influencers too, and they posted my bakery for me when they congratulated me on my grand opening. So that's why it blew up pretty quickly.
I see. Things are going really well for you. Congratulations on the successful business. I hope that you're able to do everything that you want now. Hopefully you'll make lots of money too.
Yeah, I hope so too. Money is what makes the world go round after all. Actually, I was talking to Mrs. Smith the other day when I went over to help her with something. I forgot how, but we started talking about you. Is it true that your family also owns their own business?
Yeah. My parents also own their own bakery like you.
Well, at least there's no way for your family's bakery to be able to compare to mine, right? Your family's bakery is out in the boonies after all. Those businesses just can't compare to what's in the city.
But your bakery and their bakery don't really sell different things from each other, so why can't they be compared to each other?
Do you really think instant coffee and freshly brewed coffee are the same thing?
Excuse me?
It's something I learned as I've been operating my own business. Owning your own business means that if you have to pull everything together by force to keep it going, you're doing more harm to your business than good.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just saying this because I care about you. Your parents should hurry up and close their bakery.
Dahlia, what are you even talking about? Why are you suddenly telling me to tell my parents to close down their bakery? I don't think I'm completely understanding where you're coming from.
Well, who could make a living off some bakery out in the middle of nowhere? You know about Gen Z, right? They're the future right now, and they're not going to want to go live out in the middle of nowhere. They want to be in the city where all the action is happening. So businesses should be targeting Gen Z if they want to survive long term. Some random old bakery in the middle of nowhere like your family's isn't competitive enough to survive in this new society. They should be taking pretty aesthetic pictures of their baked goods to advertise.
I get what you're trying to say, but do you realize that young people aren't the only ones who shop at bakeries? The world isn't just Gen Z, and my family's bakery sales are also pretty good. They might not be heavily advertising their business on social media, but word gets around about their baked goods, so people are willing to travel from far away to buy it.
Yeah, but that's only right now. Times are gonna change. Do you think that those people are gonna live as long as Gen Z? No, because everyone dies at some point. So why would you keep selling your products to a customer base that doesn't have that much longer to live? It doesn't make sense. You should switch your target consumer to the younger crowd.
But then what do you do when the younger crowd starts getting older? They're going to be the same age group as the people who currently frequent my family's bakery.
Well, I'm just giving you some advice. You can figure out the answer to that question yourself. I'm just saying that your family should put your business out of its misery before it starts going in the red and costs them a fortune to keep running. Who knows? Maybe you're gonna have to end up supporting your family by sending them your hard-earned money because their business failed.
Look here, Dahlia. It's completely inappropriate and unacceptable for you to be talking about me and my family's bakery that way.
Oh, Mrs. Smith is here now. Talk to you later. I brought some cake from the bakery. I got a couple of different cakes so that we can all try something different.
When Dahlia was depressed, she always rubbed me the wrong way. Sometimes it felt like she was purposely trying to get a rise out of me. I just thought that she was in a crabby mood because of her depression, so that's why she would say hurtful things passively to me sometimes. But even though her mental health is supposed to have gotten better, she still acts the same way towards me as she did when her depression was a lot worse. So naturally, I started thinking that it might actually be because Dahlia hates me. It makes sense with the way that she's continuing to talk to me. Even if she was being mean to me because she hated me,
I couldn't ruin her mood when she's only recently gotten better. It'd be worse if she got worse again because I called her out, because then she might stop working hard and waste Mr. and Mrs. Smith's money. So I tried my best to ignore everything and just take it. I didn't want to break my promise with Mrs. Smith, especially since she and Mr. Smith have been trying so hard to get Dahlia back on her feet. During all this going on, a stroke of luck came my way. Patrick and I were blessed with me finally becoming pregnant. We'd been trying for a while and it finally happened. I've been dreaming of this moment ever since we got married. For the first time in a long time, both our families came to gather together. Our families can't get together very often because of how busy everyone is and how far apart we live. They all visited when I started getting prepared to give birth and was admitted to the hospital. They all gave me congratulatory presents, which of course were useful things for the baby. However, in the midst of this happy period of my life, someone came along to spoil things for me. And that person was none other than the girl who brought some bread she made at her bakery, Dahlia.
Hi, Iris!
Hi, Dahlia. Thanks for coming to visit, even though I know how busy you are with your bakery.
Yeah, I'm really busy these days. I lost my mind trying to make time to come visit you. So obviously, I didn't really have time to go out and buy you a gift like everyone else did. Instead, I brought you our best-selling monkey bread from my bakery.
Oh, really? Thanks, you didn't have to. And you don't have to worry about not buying me a gift. It's the thought that counts. This is still a good gift. Most of the gifts aren't actually for me. With this one, I can actually eat for myself. Does your monkey bread always look like this?
It looks a little weird, doesn't it? I tried really hard to make it look good too. I'm not one of the people who makes the food at my bakery. I'm usually behind the register ringing people up. I asked one of the bakers to teach me quickly, so that's why it doesn't look as pretty since it wasn't made by the actual bakers. But even if I'm not a great baker, I still wanted to make sure that my present for you was handmade and came from the heart.
Really? Thank you. That's so sweet of you.
Oh, is this your mother? How rude of me, just bursting in here without saying anything.
Yeah, this is my mother.
Hello. I believe we met at the wedding. How nice that we can meet again.
Yes, I remember. Hello. I've heard a lot about you from Iris. You and your husband run a bakery yourselves, don't you?
Yes, that's correct.
Isn't it difficult to run a bakery out in a small suburb?
Well, we've been doing this for a long time. It's just everyday life now, so there isn't really anything difficult about running a bakery for us anymore. I heard that you also opened up your own bakery not too long ago. You must be really busy these days, aren't you?
Yeah, you're right, but it's not just now that we're really busy. My store is gonna stay busy, no matter how long we've been around. Our popularity with the younger crowd is amazing. So our store's sales are extremely good if you compare it to our size.
Really? You must be doing really well then.
Well, I also mentioned this to Iris before. Don't you think that it's time for you and your husband to shut down the bakery and focus on something else?
Dahlia, why are you saying something like that?
Iris, you're too nice to point out that your parents made a mistake in their business practices. As their child, you should help them get back on their feet and show them the right way.
What are you even talking about?
Why is she being like this? Stop this right now, Dahlia. That's their business to take care of. Worry about your own bakery and stop sticking your nose in their business.
But they're family as well, just like how Iris and I married into your family. I don't like sitting around watching my family completely ruin themselves from ignorant business practices.
Dahlia, why do you keep insisting that my parents' bakery is failing and about to run out of business? Their bakery has never been anywhere close to being in the red before.
You're super prideful when all you guys did was open a bakery in the middle of nowhere. It's a little embarrassing that you think your bakery is better than mine.
Dahlia.
Even though both bakeries are in different classes, they can't be compared at all.
What is going on? What is she talking about?
I'm sorry, Mom. Dahlia's mind isn't in the right place. She only got better a short while ago, so it seems like she still can't understand when she should keep things to herself.
Are you insane? Are you looking down on me for having a mental illness?
If you don't want to be looked down on, then you shouldn't have said such aggressive things to my parents about their business.
When have I said anything aggressive? Are you saying that I shouldn't be able to say things out of concern for family members?
You've gone way past the point of concern and are just nagging like a boomer. Weren't you the one who told me that? You've truly crossed a line this time.
What are you saying? This is unbelievable.
Why are you being like this? Stop this right now! You and I are leaving now.
Wait, hold on. Iris really thinks she can say some really outrageous things to me right now.
Excuse me, but when has my daughter said anything remotely offensive to you? I've been quietly watching this whole time, and I'm pretty sure the only rude things that were said came from your mouth.
Oh, of course. The mother decides to take her daughter's side when her daughter is the one in the wrong.
Yeah, and what about me taking my daughter's side? How delusional you are if you really think that you said nothing wrong. I'm truly sorry about her, Mrs. Jackson. I have no idea why she's acting like this. It seems like she's still suffering from her mental illness.
No, I'm not, Mrs. Smith.
Okay, we get it. You've already said enough as is. Hurry and leave.
As soon as Dahlia left the room, I immediately threw the bread she gave me across the room. I'm not eating that after how she treated my mother. She isn't depressed anymore, nor is she sensitive to everything everyone says anymore. My patience isn't as strong as it was before because I'm expecting to go into labor any day now. My blood was boiling because of everything Dahlia said and did. I started crying in front of my mother afterwards, and she felt apologetic for everything I've had to put up with. My mom, who was rightfully angry at being told her bakery was a failure, vented about everything to my husband when he came to the hospital after he finished work. My husband immediately started apologizing profusely upon hearing what Dahlia said, despite her not being his blood relative or anything. Afterwards, my husband called his brother in anger about how his wife treated me and my mother. In turn, he apologized profusely on behalf of his wife. He said that he would make his wife come apologize to me and give us a proper congratulatory present. He apologized once again for his wife's behavior and emphasized that he does not harbor any of the sentiment that she does. But I didn't realize that an even worse problem would come knocking on my door.
This is what it's like to have such a cute niece be born into the family. It's different from when we had our son. Maybe it's because we had a son, but I think I really want a daughter now too.
Well, you can have a daughter in the future.
Well, even if I wanted to have a daughter right now, that feeling immediately goes away whenever I see my wife's face. We haven't really been speaking to each other much these days.
Is it because of what happened a few days ago?
Yeah, I told her how furious I was with how she treated you and your mother, and I'm still angry now. I just can't believe she had the audacity to say any of those things.
I'm sorry. It was all my fault that things blew up between the two of you.
You don't have to be sorry for anything. It was Dahlia's fault for saying such careless and rude things. I would always give in and forgive her for whenever she did something wrong before because of her depression, but I'm not going to do it this time. She has no excuse for lashing out against you and your mom. No matter how much of a bad mood she was in, you and your mom don't deserve to be on the receiving end of any of that.
I really feel grateful for your understanding, but that also makes me feel even more sorry for how things went down that day.
You don't have to feel sorry. Anyways, about your present for giving birth, I told her to take care of it, and she kind of just ignored me, but she still brought it over, even if she felt upset about what happened.
What present?
The one I told you that I was going to send you?
Weren't you talking about the bread that she already brought over? She gave it to me the day that it happened, right before she started slandering my parents' bakery.
Huh? That's not the present I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't my wife come by again with my present? I told her to give you $500 for you to spend on baby stuff and to apologize to you for everything that she said. She told me that she did that.
Did she? This is the first time I'm even hearing of the $500.
This is the first time you're hearing about any of this? Wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna call my wife right now. Hold on.
After a short phone call, he came back in and apologized immediately. While he was planning something happy for me and my husband, it seems that Dahlia had other plans since he asked her to give it to us. After he called her, it turned out that she took the money he handed her. He was super distressed upon realization, but honestly, it was fine, even if he didn't give us a present. I'm not angry about not being able to receive his present. I'm furious because of Dahlia's actions in all of this. After several days, Dahlia came to visit me after a lot of scolding and pressure from her husband. Like a child who took something that didn't belong to them, she acted like she did nothing wrong and that she didn't know anything.
Wow, Iris! I had no idea you were such a greedy person. I get that you need a lot of money because you just had your daughter. But did you really have to solicit money from your husband's little brother?
What are you talking about?
You're at the level of the big kids who bully the younger kids at school and take their lunch money. I'm super disappointed in your behavior, Iris. It doesn't matter that you're on maternity leave and your company is too broke to be paying you. When I was unemployed, I never would have done anything like you did.
Dahlia, you must be unbelievably delusional if you think that I was out here begging your husband for money.
I think it's even crazier that you're denying it. But whatever. Let's say that that was the case and you didn't beg him for money. When you didn't get the money, you should have just let it go and not said anything. What's even more insane to me is that you kept badgering my husband about the money to the very end to make sure that you got it. Isn't that so funny? Broke girl doing broke girl things.
And when did I badger him about giving me money? You're the one that's funny, you know. Taking out your anger on me because you got caught taking the money from your husband who asked you to give it to me.
I have no choice but to let out my anger on you because you're such a stingy person. I can't believe that a person like yourself would try to steal the hard-earned money from someone like me who rose from the ashes after being struck down with depression.
Dahlia, you're honestly such a terrifying person with the way that your mind warps things to make you the victim. The only person desperate for money here is you. Did you have to hide money from your husband when your bakery is already doing really well?
I didn't hide or steal anything. It's my husband's money, which makes it my money too. It's my family's money. What is there to hide and steal from when it was originally our money in the first place? You're the person who was trying to hide and steal money.
How do you even expect to be a good mother with that head of yours? Your son better be more like your husband or else I'm worried for his future.
What are you saying?
And I should tell you this now, but the reason why your bakery is successful isn't because of you. I hope you know that. The reason why your bakers quit and your business fails won't be because of time either.
No, it won't. The only reason why my bakery is able to be as successful as it is right now is because I'm the person who's running it. And I do know how to bake bread, thank you very much. Don't you remember the present I so generously baked for you?
Oh, that rotten monkey bread that wasn't even baked all the way? That bread? I couldn't even tell if it was something that belonged in the toilet or the garbage can. It looked like it would taste horrendous, so I threw it out as soon as you left.
What?
Maybe I should have at least tried a little bit of it so that I could be more descriptive of how terrible it was right now. I could have truly been able to tell you how much your baking sucks. I'm sorry. What a waste. I shouldn't have let my anger get to me back then.
Are you insane? How dare you say such false things with that mouth of yours?
Oh, you must be talking about yourself. Thanks for agreeing with me.
Hey!
What?
You're really overstepping the line.
You know, I was gonna tell you to keep the money since you care about it so much. But I think it'll make you angrier if I took it, so I'll be keeping the money. Thanks.
You're out of your mind.
If you already know, then go home.
Wow, I can't believe that you're showing your true colors after all this time. Why don't we see who'll win between us?
That day was the very first time that I got into an argument with Dahlia. Truthfully, I was a little scared of what she meant by us competing against each other. She didn't explain to me what she meant. But I felt a lot better after talking back to her because I don't have to listen to her nonsense and just not say anything anymore. Especially after how rude she was to my mom. I no longer have to pretend to be nice to her whenever she says something rude. And so several days passed as I continued to worry about our little competition. She and I had to call a truce, though, because something huge ended up happening. Our father-in-law passed away after a hiking accident where he fell off the trail. Of course, I'm not insane to act rudely during all of this, and Dahlia was still trying to get everyone to love her more than me, so she didn't do anything either. And so about a year passed, and his death anniversary is coming up in a few days. Dahlia started letting out everything that she'd been holding back since we had to call our truce.
Iris, Dahlia, can you both come over here for a second? My back and knees have been killing me recently. I don't think I can go grocery shopping this time. I'll pay you both back to go buy groceries. The two of you need to match your schedules and go buy what we need for my husband's death anniversary.
Yes, ma'am. Do we have to buy fish?
No, you don't have to. Some of our other relatives are going fishing at his favorite lake soon, so you don't have to buy it.
Okay, understood.
You'll be here this year, so Dahlia doesn't have to go by herself this time.
I'm relieved since Iris is so reliable.
Well, thanks for helping out. Since the two of you are already here, have some soup before you go. I made it this morning, so I made a lot since the two of you were coming by today.
Okay, I don't have to go home right away.
Can you heat it up now?
Why not? Hold on for just a moment while I go heat it up.
Dahlia, when are you free? I'm in between jobs right now, so I can match whenever you're free.
Do I look like I'm someone who'd be free?
What? What are you doing?
Here's $100. I'm too busy with my bakery, so I don't have any time to go grocery shopping with you. You're free, so you should do it by yourself.
What are you saying? She asked us both to go.
I don't think you need more money. You already stole $500 from me, so you should have enough to be able to go grocery shopping.
Dahlia!
You shouldn't scream like that. Do you want Mrs. Smith to hear you? Do you want her to know that her two daughter-in-laws hate each other's guts? Whose fault do you think she'll think it is? The poor mentally ill girl? Or the one who's of sound mind? I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that she'll blame you for our rift.
Were you really always such an awful person? How did you live before you met me without being able to let out all of your rage from being so short-tempered? Oh wait, I remember now. It's because you were addicted to alcohol back then. You just drank to forget because you couldn't let anyone see your true self. Is that right?
What are you talking about? Who has the short temper here?
I guess the reason why you quit drinking was because you were using me as an outlet for all of your pent-up rage. Honestly, where did Daniel even pick up a woman like you? There are so many much better women out there. Maybe he really doesn't have an eye for finding nice people.
Iris!
Why are you yelling? You even told me that we shouldn't let Mrs. Smith hear about anything going on between us.
Oh, you really aggravate me. Just try me.
What are the two of you doing? Were the two of you yelling or something? Did something happen? Are you two fighting?
No, ma'am. I was just listening to her quietly. I didn't say anything.
So you're saying that it was Iris yelling?
Actually, that's not what was happening.
I'm starving. Is the soup ready yet?
Yep, it's all done. It just needs to cool down a little. Can the both of you come over here and help me set up the table?
Sure.
What a snake. The longer this plays out, the worse she gets. Ever since Dahlia said we should see who wins, things have just gone downhill. She made it a point to torment me every moment she got. Every time we were alone or when Mrs. Smith would leave the room or turn her back, there Dahlia would be ready to provoke me. So it seemed like I had to look for my own opportunity to strike against her. But honestly, The opportunity came to me a lot sooner than I thought. The day before the anniversary of Mr. Smith's passing, I went to buy the groceries by myself. On my way back, I happened to see Dahlia out and about as well. It looked like she went on a shopping spree because her bakery's sales have been doing so well. She had so many luxury bags with her. I'm not sure why, but something felt off about her having so many bags. So I followed her without her noticing. I hid in the shadows. She was on the phone talking to a friend. She was bragging to them about all the luxury bags that she was able to buy. Even worse, she was saying that she has no intention to pay back the loan that was given to her because it would mean that she couldn't spend like this anymore. I felt like such a big chance just fell into my hands to get back at her.
Where's Dahlia? Why is she so late? When is she coming?
I'll call her again, Mom.
I'm here. Sorry I'm late. My bakery just keeps getting more and more popular these days. There were so many customers today, I had to take care of everyone standing in line, so I ended up leaving late. Ow!
Do you have no manners?
Excuse me?
Did you think that you wouldn't have to repay the money from the loan we took out because my husband passed away?
What are you talking about?
I heard everything. I can't believe you. After everything he and I did to help you. This is how you repay us for everything we've ever done for you.
Wait, hold on a minute. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand what's going on.
I can't believe a devil like you made your way into our family. How dare you?
Why are you calling me a devil? What happened for you to be treating me this way? You need to explain everything to me. I'm still not fully recovered from my mental illness. You're gonna make my depression come back twofold if you don't explain anything to me and just give me a hard time.
I see you're still spouting about your depression. At this rate, you're gonna make me develop depression.
Nora, please.
Stop acting like you're being treated unfairly, Dahlia. You didn't even help with preparing anything for Mr. Smith's death anniversary. We really tried our best to understand why you didn't help, but it's not right of you to have betrayed his help.
What are you talking about? You're trying to make me look bad again, aren't you? All because you can't get back at me for whatever you've deluded yourself into thinking I did. You felt that you had to resort to spreading lies about me? To turn the family against me?
It's not defamation if it's true. I have clear, beyond reasonable doubt, video evidence of your actions that I showed them. I caught you in action with all of the luxury bags you have and where you've been secretly hiding them.
What are you even talking about? I have no idea what you're saying. Sweetie, I think we've caught Iris making up everything to make me look like a bad person.
Get away from me, you monster!
What?
I saw the video too. I can't even think of you as a human being. I can't believe that you would treat my parents like that. How could you? Are you even a person? The fact that this isn't even the worst thing you've done speaks volumes.
No, I can explain everything.
Explain? What kind of explanation could you provide that justifies everything in the video?
Sweetie, are you really gonna trust another woman over your own wife?
Well, maybe I should show you the video too, so that you can have context and be able to make your own defense for your actions. Might as well before you keep doubling down on your lies and act.
When did you even record this? This is a crime! This is illegal! Why are you going around following people? Recording someone without their knowledge is absolutely a crime.
If you feel wronged, then please go ahead and sue me. If Mrs. Smith sues you, you're just gonna have to end up paying her more money.
What a grateful woman you are. This is a breach of our agreement and you know it. You said we wouldn't involve anyone else in this.
Just stop. I'm really disappointed in you as my sister-in-law. How could you go around all gleeful and happy after our father passed away? Even calling someone like you family makes me feel gross. My skin is crawling from saying that.
You can't be serious. You just have no idea what I've gone through. You're just blindly believing your wife? You don't know how wicked of a woman she is. She's even worse than I am. Do you have any idea how she treats me? Do you know that she's a woman who can hurl insults like no other?
Well, I don't think anyone who would stand a woman like you without throwing insults at you. No offense, Daniel.
What did you say?
I am disappointed in you, Dahlia. I just have no words left, and I can't keep defending your awful behavior. I want a divorce.
What? Divorce? Why do we have to get divorced over this?
Do you think I can keep bringing around a wife who constantly insults my parents?
We can't get divorced, sweetie. What about our little boy? A child at his age still needs his mother around.
Sorry, but our son never had a mother from the moment he was born. I would rather find him a new mother than let him have a monster like you as his mother.
What? Why should I let another woman raise my child?
Just shut up already! You're just going to infect my precious grandson with your dirty energy! I don't even want to look at your face! Get out right now! Leave my house right now!
Please don't do this to me. You told me that I was like a daughter to you.
I'll drag you out of this house by force if I have to. I already have high blood pressure, and I don't need the likes of you making it worse.
Just get out. I don't want to see your face on such an important day either. If you want to talk to me, then go wait outside until we're done.
Let go of me. You can't treat me like this.
I believe that I have successfully made a fool out of Dahlia after I tailed her and recorded her wrongdoings. She kept begging for their forgiveness and for a chance to explain herself, but what even was there to explain? I caught her trash-talking the family and talking about how successful her business was that she could buy so many luxury items. And honestly, before she got there that day, my husband, brother-in-law, and mother-in-law were already talking about her bakery. The seeds were there. I just needed to water them. Anyways, they talked about giving the bakery to me. I had always wanted to follow my parents' footsteps and own my own bakery just like them. I even went and got my certificates that were needed for running a bakery. I only ever thought about doing it though. I was scared of opening one. Mrs. Smith thought that Dahlia had done enough damage to my mother. So she decided to give me the bakery as an apology for everything Dahlia said to my mother about my family's bakery. She felt even more apologetic for making me put up with Dahlia. She didn't realize how terribly Dahlia was treating me because Dahlia never treated anyone else that horribly. The bakery hadn't been transferred to my name yet, but I decided to brag about it to Dahlia because I wasn't going to ever see her again. Oh, I bet she was so furious. I blocked her on everything after I sent that text message. Let that be a lesson that you need to live kindly. Think of the golden rule. Do unto others as others do unto you. She got what was coming for her. Yes, Mrs. Smith?
I thought I told you not to send me any money until your income with the bakery was stable. You sent so much money again.
Oh, did you already receive my bank transfer? I was just about to call you about it myself.
Of course. I got a text message as soon as the money you sent reached my bank account. Technology makes life so much more convenient now.
It really does. How are you doing? You feel more at ease now, right? I sent you the payment for the loan with interest included, by the way.
It was never like this with Dahlia. She kept going on and on about how the bakery was so successful, but then she would turn around and tell me that she couldn't make any payments towards the loan because there was nothing left. Is it really okay for you to send me this much money? It's still only your first month working there. Are you sure everything is good with you financially?
The business is still really successful thanks to how much social media marketing she did for the place. Dahlia just never wanted to pay you back the money from the start. You already don't have money yourself. Of course I need to repay what she didn't. You took out a loan for this bakery anyway. If I don't help you repay it, things will be bad for you.
Thank you so much. I really mean it.
You don't need to thank me. It's just something that has to be done.
Yeah, you're right. It's something that had to be done. I didn't realize how grateful I'd feel for something like this.
It doesn't matter if I make a lot or if I don't make that much. As soon as payday comes, I would repay however much I could. My plan is to be able to fully repay you within the next 2 years.
Don't overdo it. Your health comes first.
I won't. Don't worry about it.
Well, you're probably really busy with the bakery, so I'll hang up now. That's one thing Dahlia wasn't lying about with that business. She really did have to put in the hours to run the place.
Have a good evening, Mrs. Smith.
You as well. This is what's normal. Knowing how to be grateful and knowing how difficult borrowing money is.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and subscribe to us.